So tell me, what was it like when you first came here? Or what were the reasons for coming?
So I came because I wanted some help being a bit more balanced between my work and personal life. I think I was a little bit too up and down emotionally, particularly in the context of work, but just the spillover into after work and my personal life and some of the things that I was and wasn't doing outside of work to kind of help me with that. So that was kind of where I felt I was at.
What things weren't you doing?
Well, I'd stopped exercising for the last couple of, a year and a half, I guess. It's something that I've always been really fit and active, and had sort of got to a place where I'd let that languish a bit, and sort of let my eating get a bit out of control, where while I was stressed, I would just get through the day on coffee and just sort of eat one maybe two meals towards the back end of the day. So I think I just sort of skewed the balance a wee bit and wasn't sort of living my best life when I first came in here. Yeah. So inside work, I developed a bit of a complex where my role is very much helping people in distressed states where they get into disputes with insurance companies. But I had developed to a place where I was taking a lot of emotion from people in that space, and sort of had a bit of a messiah complex where I put a lot of that on myself to be responsible for their outcomes as well. And that could be really tough when I had really emotional homeowners, distressed, that type of thing, because I tended to walk away from that feeling very much the same, where I was taking a lot of that emotion from them, and that wasn't serving me very well when I wasn't working.
And what's it like now?
After spending a year working through a process, going through some great techniques that I've picked up along the way, particularly around checking in emotionally, and also choosing to enjoy certain types of the day, like putting a big emphasis on the morning time and waking up right, and being positive about coming into work, that type of thing. I think having run through some of the goals that I had initially around wanting to be back into exercise, how I wanted to work a lot on my personal relationships and being energetic and present in those type of scenarios. Also how I was approaching conflict in the workplace. Having gone through the list of things that I wanted to accomplish at the start, it's not 100%, I'm not 100% there, but I certainly feel like I've made some great progress and can honestly say that against those markers of success, I've changed a lot and I'm happy.
What would you say to someone that is struggling?
It is rooted in techniques and stuff that you need to engage with to really make the changes. So I think for me, typically, where I've done these type of sessions before, I sat down with counsellors, it's about offloading information. I might sort of feel better by the end of it by just having a big sort of emotional dump, but being able to sort of work on techniques and have a bit of homework, I suppose, and sort of checking in after a few weeks as to progress against certain goals that I've set. It's been orientated towards making real progress and sort of not just talking about it, but walking the walk as well.